Okay, here I am at 1865 Highridge in Carlsbad. Just going to give you the once-over view. I got 4 houses to see for you guys today. And this one looks good on paper from a square footage point, but it's a little bit chopped up and weird. So I'm going to have to check with Diana on the rental. The neighborhood is great. This is an awesome area. Not far from the school. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say that about every place, so I won't try to be too much of a realtor, but every place I'm going to look at today is in Carlsbad, 92008 zip code, close to the high school. Great elementary schools, great middle school, and great high school. And this place is not far from any of them, in a nice quiet neighborhood that overlooks that ridge over there. So I'll take you in, tell you the good, the bad. The place looks a little bit old. I think there's been an addition put on there. So tile roof, that's good. By and large, you have 3 different kinds of roofs out here. We don't look at anything that's wood, so wood shake, that is. So 3 types of roofs. One is concrete tiles, which is those ones, and some are the clay tiles, which is the ones on those 2 houses, if you can see those over there. And the other type is asphalt shingle, which I don't see one in this neighborhood, but that's what you see primarily in like the Northeast where I grew up, and actually what's on my house. So the only real difference is the concrete. It tends to last a little bit longer than the life of a shingle roof. I don't know, 20, 25 years. These go into like 30 years. But anyway, if it's in good shape, it doesn't matter the roof type. Okay, so you walk in, and there's an old hardwood floor in here. I'd have to go back and see what year this house was built, but everything looks kind of old-ish in here. Okay, you got a recessed living room right here. I'm going to show you. This may be the longest one because this is the first one I'm doing today, and I have a lot of time to kind of show you guys some details. So these are old aluminum windows, okay? The aluminum windows are usually single pane. Sometimes they're double pane. Looks like these ones are double pane, actually. But double pane is good. Single pane is really old. But if you have a choice between aluminum windows and vinyl windows, which we'll see some of, the vinyl is better because it lasts longer, it doesn't rust, it doesn't get as much condensation. So some places have updated windows, some places don't. You don't have to update them, but updating the windows is somewhat of an expensive project, depending on the size of the house. Updating all the windows in this house would be over 10 grand for sure, more like 15, but I did notice some of the windows were updated. So just real quickly, you step up and there's this kind of all chopped up area that you can see. So the kitchen is through there, the living space is over there. You come straight through these double doors back here into the backyard, and then this is what I think is an addition over here, and I would check on that. But either way, it's been permitted because it's counted in the square footage. If anybody has questions on that, but that addition, I'm assuming 90% sure that's an addition, and that square footage, it's been permitted because if it wasn't permitted, the square footage wouldn't turn up on the tax rolls. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick whirl around here. This is your living room over here. Okay, and there is the laundry. Alright, and that is the closet, and then we're going to peek out here into the garage. Alright, so 2-car garage. It has, there's the sprinklers, so that means that there has irrigation. Here's your water heater. I can't tell how old it is, but usually by looking at it, you can tell if it's on its last legs. This thing looks like it's fine. And the furnace looks a bit older, but I'm sure it's not original equipment. Okay. So let's go through here. And look in the kitchen. I do like the kitchen is a little bit wonky as well because it has a lot of space. And obviously this area over here is where the breakfast table will go. Looks like there's a skylight right there. Okay. The yard is awesome. This is a really good yard. The vegetation back there makes a nice what do you want to say? It's like, you know, rather than these wooden fences, which you have to look at a lot. You have to look at my place. It's all covered up mostly by this greenery, so it's nice. The kitchen has been updated with, this is granite. Okay, the appliances are quite old, as you see. So, depending on who our market is, you might want to update those. Okay, and I'm going to take you over here, which I think is the addition. So, you can tell the bathroom's been updated. It has its own heater in here, which is one of the things that leads me to believe that I'm not sure how that works exactly. That's one of the things that leads me to believe this is an addition, and plus this just doesn't fit in with the rest of the house. So it's quite possible it was built like this, but I just can't tell you. See, there's a back door right there. So this room here, what makes this kind of place interesting is that you could use this as a separate entrance for the grandparents if they want to live here, or teenagers. They have their own basic room and space, and then it will be harder because there's not a shower down here, so it's only the half bath. Yeah, not really digging the layout so far and the age of most of the stuff, but this is what helps us make decisions later on. So I'm going to go upstairs, and this place too a little bit wonky. So you got these two rooms over here. These are just like bedroom, bang, walk-in closet, bedroom, bang. I realized I didn't even walk into the master when I came in here before and checked it all out. So this is the bath that goes with those two bedrooms, and also with this bedroom. So that's 3 bedrooms, and then the master's over here. And I don't know how well you can see this, but that would drive me nuts. This is kind of a low ceiling. I mean, Chris Cornute would be bashing his head against there. So this is the master here. I did walk in here before. Again, I don't know. This door right here looks like something that would be being John Malkovich. I'm afraid to open it. It might fall in. Yeah, this is kind of an attic space here. Okay, and then this bathroom, you can tell this tile's really old. So I think in this price range, guys, like it look on paper, this is where you get on paper. It looks great for the square footage, but it's going to take a special person who really wants this house for some reason, has a really large family that's willing to update it. I don't think it's the right one for us. Not the right one for you guys, but it's worth looking at. I have one in mind today that I think is going to be the best by far, and I will tell you when we get there. I think it's the next one, actually. And that one's going to be in escrow in a day or two, if it's not already. Okay.